Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Small Couch Reviews. It's your boy Sam.
It's your boy Jovi.
First off break, we are using a different camera today. Just for convenience sake. Sorry about that. So if there's any kind of audio issues, we apologize, but hopefully you can see and hear us. And this is going to be a quick one anyway. Yeah, today we are talking about Avatar, not Way of Water, the first one from 2009. From 2009. We just watched it because we're going to watch Way of Water this weekend and get our review up as soon as possible. So yeah, these are going to be our thoughts. Alright, so yeah, Avatar came out in 2009. Oh wait, real quick, before I even get there, because I always forget to say this. If you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe button at the end of this video. It really helps us out. There you go.
Click too many times.
There you go. It really helps us out and it helps the channel out. So yeah, if you like this, please go ahead and do that at the end of the video. But anyway, as I was saying, Avatar 2009. James Cameron's second masterpiece, I guess. Okay. If you can have more than one masterpiece, you know, he made Titanic.
Yes.
And then he made this. And it seems like every time this dude makes a movie, he tries to revolutionize it somehow. Mm-hmm. And this one, I mean, when it came out, I mean, all you heard about were the visuals, right?
That's
it. You heard it was. I think I remember saying
beautiful.
Someone saying it's Pocahontas, but it looks really, really good. And yeah, so we're not gonna get too much into the plot here.
It's the same there. It's the same story.
Like rewatching it, I am happy that like I got to, because I haven't watched this movie since. When was the last time you watched it?
Since 2009.
Yeah, I watched it I remember the exact theater I went to watch it. It was a crappy theater, and it looked that good. That's why it stuck with me.
Right.
So I remember the movie almost pretty well. I did not remember what they were getting was called unobtainium, which is just the dumbest name.
There was a lot of just dumb science names in here that they just made some shit up and threw it in the script. Threw up. There we go. Yeah. Threw up in the script because that unobtainium man. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in a movie in a long time.
And I mean, yeah, I gotta say, like the actual catalyst, like the story here. They're on this planet Pandora, which is a moon in the Alpha Centauri system. It's not a real moon, I should say. It's made up. But yeah, they go there. Humans have gone there. It's the year 2154, which Jovi keenly observed. And humans go there to mine this unobtainium, but there are natives who live there. But because we're humans, we don't care. And we're going to take it anyway, destroying their lands and all that good stuff.
History.
Yeah.
It's just
so I mean, it's basically, and then one of the humans who goes there, he pilots what's called an avatar, which is a body made to look like one of the natives, called the Na'vi, which are these 10-foot blue people. So he is a 10-foot blue person throughout this movie, gets indoctrinated into their culture. He's the John Smith character, as if this was Pocahontas.
Yeah.
And, Zoe Saldana plays the Pocahontas character.
Yes.
And I mean, the movie goes exactly as you would think. He starts siding with them. He's like, oh, no, the people I came with are really bad. Maybe we should stop this. And there's a whole war that goes out. I mean, it's a 3-hour-long movie, and that's basically what happens. But so, Jovi, why don't I let you talk? What did you like about it?
All right. Here's the thing. I'm going to put to the side of all James Cameron's dumbass comments recently, and I'm going to put to the side that this is from 2009. And then I'm going to look at it as in a lens of, if I was watching this for the first time or watching this again, I'd be like, wow, this does look good. After the first 30 minutes of watching it in 2022, you're like, it's not that bad. It's bad comparatively. But it's like, damn, this looked really good in 2009. Like,
yeah,
there are some movies that are using CG that look like this now. And that's sad.
Yeah.
So 2009, but we know how much money he spends on his movies.
Yeah, there's no one apparently he has to hit like $2 billion to break even or something
for this next one. So with that being said, visuals, pacing until maybe the second hour, I'm just like, we're dragging this. We're dragging. I thought the movie was over, and I was telling Sam, I completely missed an entire chunk of this movie in 2009. I must have fell asleep. And then when I'm now watching it for the first time, I'm like, okay. You know, it didn't. There's a lot of stuff that they could have edited this movie down to. This could have been a 2-hour movie.
Yeah, it was really
easy.
Long. Yeah.
I really liked. Again, like I said, the pacing was fine. I like the progression. I like the idea that the main character is a paraplegic, and you know, for the first time, he gets to run and walk again, and like it's just this thing. He gets to be this warrior, as he says himself. He gets to be a soldier again, and he gets to just be active. Like that's the cool side of it to me. And then he gets to learn a culture, and I feel like. The people that do go to other places and do good things, I don't think necessarily forcing English and Christianity on people is good things, but
I'm not even forcing Christianity.
Yeah, no, I'm saying in general.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You know,
I was like, wait, did I miss that one?
No, I'm saying there's people out there was a school, and it was like, why do they need to learn what we do? That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at.
I was gonna say something about that too.
Yeah, I was like, why do we have to learn? Why?
Yeah, because like they were saying, like, you know, we're trying to give you something. So like, we want the unobtainium. What can we give you in return? We'll give you education. It's like, why do they care about our? Like, I don't get it.
They are living their life on this planet.
Yeah.
You know, slowly but surely, they will adapt. They will learn. They will find things. They will grow. You don't have to come in and say we're saving. I mean, it's just this idea that's happened throughout our entire history in real life.
Yeah.
You don't. It's like you.
I mean, again, and I think that's why James Cameron. I think he just took like a story that's like I mean, he just took a story that you've seen 1,000 times and just made it really, really pretty.
Yeah, it is, and it's beautiful, and it's so beautiful that Disney made an entire part of a park.
Oh, that's the other thing. There's since this movie's come out, there's been an entire theme park designed after this movie. Yeah. This one IP. Before we got a sequel. That's crazy to me.
Before we got a sequel,
that shows you how big this thing is.
Before we got signed on for 4 to 5 movies, which still makes no damn sense to me. I don't see it. You cannot stretch this story.
Who knows?
I don't care. All right, so going back to what again? I like the film. I never said I did not like it. It's okay. It's beautiful. That does not mean it was a amazing movie. And I think that's the problem with general public. If it's pretty or if shit's blowing up, oh, it's the best movie in the world.
Yeah. So okay. I got you.
And, you know, a story. We like stories. We like character development. Like even the military. It's like they were talking about bad to be bad.
Yeah,
this is like the Marines. Well, there was no actually
reason.
they were what, all technically ex-military.
Yeah,
but you can't say ex-Marine because once a Marine, always a Marine. But a lot of them were past military and just here, so they kind of. Now I don't feel bad as much. You remember what I was saying?
Yeah.
It's like you would feel bad that you're killing your fellow soldiers. Then I'm like, well, technically, you're not really.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not even going to. So
that's it. That's my whole review, y'all.
Yeah. So
it's pretty. Watch it if you're gonna watch the sequel, because I'm sure you're not gonna know what the fuck is going on.
That's true.
If you don't watch this first one,
especially with the pony, the tail,
yeah.
The tail thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So this is not a narrative spectacle at all. I mean, so the narrative isn't that great, and I mean, so when I remember watching it in 2009, I was like, why is everyone watching this? Why does this movie make so much money?
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw why. This movie, honestly, I believe, like in 2009 when I watched it, I was like, wow, that's something people should experience. Yeah. Just to, like, the visuals that he put in this movie were great. Now we watched it today. I was telling Jovi, I was like, wow. The CGI, I can tell it's CGI.
No,
like it kind of looks like a video. I mean, a very good video game, but you can still. It looks like a video game.
And movement, you know, they're not. Besides the people, especially the robots, the mechs, the planes, they all moved very weird.
Yeah, so I think today, like this movie, doesn't hit as hard as it did back then.
Yeah.
That's not to say it's not. There are some scenes that are still like mind blowing, like just of scenery, not of like. When the people aren't there, like the scenery, like there are some things you can still take a screenshot today and say, This looks better than anything. So I mean,
Definitely
still the visual
screenshot
spectacle
worthy.
that it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the narrative. I mean, I didn't hate any of the characters. I didn't love them. I don't think this is a movie you go into watching saying, "Oh my gosh, this movie like changed my life. It was the best. It was the best narrative I've ever seen." But something I did take away from this movie that I didn't catch the first time,
Okay.
and it may be because now that we do this a lot, I'm like, I've grown as a filmmaker or as a film watcher.
One day you'll be a filmmaker.
Yeah, I saw the message of this movie that is very clear that I didn't catch before. Like James Cameron, he made an environmental movie.
Oh, sure.
Like basically, like like hey, our forests are important. Like like basically, he's kind of, it was a kind of a climate activism movie, to be honest with you. And I really appreciate that.
It's like,
I appreciate the message.
It's just a tree was used so many times.
Yeah.
Within an hour of the film.
Yeah.
And it's like
exactly that.
It's really not just.
It's not just a tree. Yeah, it's cool. And then like Joby said, I actually liked the culture, the Na'vi culture.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cool. And yeah, I mean, I didn't care for the what's his name, Jake Sully, the main character. I mean,
yeah.
He could have been anybody, and honestly, I didn't really. He didn't grab me, but the culture was cool, the visuals were cool, and I liked the message of the movie.
No award-winning acting.
Yeah, none of him.
No.
I don't know if there's award-winning acting from anybody.
No.
And Sigourney Weaver was in it, and she again, it was just okay.
This is back when Zoe Saldana was in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Yeah. So, yeah, guys, that's it. I mean, I think that it's if the second one's coming out, you should probably watch this if you haven't seen it before, right, so you can understand what's going on. Yeah, and outside of that, I mean, I think Jovi and I are in agreement. It's an okay movie. It's not something that we necessarily would go out to the store and buy on Blu-ray day one and say we have to watch it 1,000 times.
No, back then, that was the verdict.
Yeah,
but now,
in 2022, I'm not so sure about that. But depending on how the second one goes, maybe it would make for I was about to say make for a double feature, but I would not sit through 6 hours of anything. So yeah, but you know what? Maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, that'd be a long time. But
yeah.
If this might sound negative, but we actually did it was a solid movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, guys. We are going, like we said, we're gonna go.
Do you want to score this?
No.
Let's score it so we can compare it to the new one.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be fair, realizing I'm watching a 2009 movie in 2022. I think that this movie, honestly, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5.
We're aligned. 3.5 for the visuals.
Yeah, I think the visuals, and I think the last part of the movie is where it really picked up for me. Yeah. But yeah, outside of that, it was just very basic.
And the culture building, and like understanding the importance of the entire planet and how they're connected was a very cool aspect of the film.
Yeah.
That's it,
guys. All right, yeah, like I said, we're going to watch it this weekend. Come back here to see that video and also to let us know what you thought of it if you go see it. Right down there in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we out.
Deuces.